What's good, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. ReKeJe, one of the oldest, if not the oldest, beat maker on the planet at 71 years old here on YouTube. So, a lot of you know I exclusively use MAGIX Music Maker. I keep reiterating that. I've been doing that for years now. One thing I would like to say is that, I've tried other DAWs, but they really, from my level of expertise as when it comes to music production, look, I'm not one of these YouTube, producers that has any credibility. I can vouch and say I can do this, and I've worked with this artist. I just do music to try to inspire people, especially people that's in their 50s, 60s that feel like their music or artistic dreams have gone by the wayside and they've given up. No, I just do it to try to inspire. Okay, while I'm at that, I have my website up now. I've kind of got it. I'm trying to learn all this stuff at my age and design my website. So I do have my website up with beats on it. And check this out. If you need any of you guys, I don't care, old, young, middle age, whatever. If y'all need any type of music, or y'all want to do some rapping, or you want to try to sing, or you got just to use, some of my sound things, creations I do in MAGIX Music Maker, just to, maybe add them to a video you're doing or cooking, whatever it is. Hey, go to my website. It's right up here, ReKeJeBeats.com. All right, and check this out. My beats are name your price, okay? Name your price. Why do I do that? It's hard times right now. I mean, I know a lot of beat makers sell their beats for $9.99, $19.99. I say name your price. So if you listen to a beat and you say, it's a pretty good beat. I like that one. I want to use that one to lay down my tracks too. I want to use that, try to put down some lyrical content or something like that with. Name your price. All you got is a couple bucks. Put $2 in. $1. If you think the beat's worth, sounds pretty good, $4.99. Fine, I don't care. But name your price. If you don't have no money, I don't care. Just zero and type in zero and say, hey, And then all you have to do is, once you do that, put in your email. And once you do that, submit that. I'll send you the beat. And the beat will come to your email address. It's all high quality MP3s. Okay, so I just wanted to get that out the way. All right, don't want to be doing a lot of talking here. Okay, so again, if just say first time to the channel, subscribe, click the thumbs up, and like and comment, share the video. All right, so MAGIX Music Maker. So I'm gonna just go in, and like I do a lot on a lot of my videos, I go in and I try to inspire people. All right. Look, that's all I try to do. And for MAGIX Music Maker, if you're a beginner or intermediate, it is a very welcoming DAW. It's got so many nice sound pools and loops. You don't need to worry about trying to create something if you can't play or whatever. But without further ado, let's go over. So let's go over and check it out. Okay, so today I'm in this sound pool here called Ambient Missy and Sing and whatever. And I went over to the guitar, the instruments, and I found this thing called Sky Guitar. Check this out. Sounds pretty cool, right? Okay, I'm right over here on my volume output. I have this usually set at, I will go over to about probably about minus 3.3 dB headroom. To give it a little punch. Okay, so let's go ahead and drag this in. Okay. All right. Now, if we just play this. Let's do that one more time. Okay, so what I want to do, I've done a video previously, but what I want to do is take that loop, all right, and I'm gonna highlight that, Control D, and I'm gonna, the second here, I'm gonna take this up. This is what I have. I'm gonna take this. I'm gonna shorten this because this is actually coming. This is a 4-bar loop, so I'm gonna shorten this duplicate of this loop over to 2 bars, and then from here, I want to go over to. I'm gonna set pitch to 3. Now I already have my pitch settings in here. But what I'm gonna do again is actually go down to pitch tempo, set pitch, and I'm going to set this to 3, okay? So I'm going to see how that changes. Okay, I like that here. So it went from a 1, 3. So I'm going to do a 1, 3, 5, okay? Step. Okay, so let's highlight that. We got that 3 pitch. Let's Control D. Let's highlight that, and let's go over here to set pitch and tempo. I already have them. I'm just showing you for demonstration purposes. Pitch tempo. Let's do set pitch, and let's set this to 5. Okay. So now let's see what that sounds like. Check this out. Okay, so that's cool. So we're satisfied with that. So let's Control A, highlight that, Control D, duplicate that over. Let's minimize this so you can, the arrangement view so you can see. So right now we have a 16 bar turnaround. Okay, so I'm gonna pour this out a little bit so when it stops, it don't jump right back at the beginning. Okay, so that sounds cool. I'm happy with that. It came in at 80. Now that sounds kind of slow, but the one thing that I like to reiterate, just from what works for me, is I know a lot of the beats that come out now are like 165, 155, the real upbeat, or halftime is like 170. So it would be like 65. But I'm gonna leave it at 80 because depending on your whatever kind of melodic structure you add to this, sometimes slow is just really beautiful. That's beautiful. I don't want to change that. So whatever melodic elements you add to, sometimes it sounds like it gives it a little more. It enhances it as far as the tempo, but it's really the same. You know what I'm saying? Because I've heard a lot of beats, real slow beats, that's really groovy, and it almost sounds upbeat. It's just the way the particular producer will add in elements to what's the word I'm looking for? Complement that loop idea or sample, et cetera, et cetera. Okay, so let's go in and add just a kick to this. I'm gonna go into rock drums default, and I've been using this a lot lately, and it's come up on that. No, I haven't. Now it has the settings are come up. It has room dampener. It has compressor on. It already pitch is about the same. Distort. If you put on the distort, I could come back on the distort, but right now, so right down here we got. If you look down here at the bottom in this, you have so you can actually come up on your snare a little bit. Okay. All right. So let's do this. Let's have a Little count in here. And let me see what kind of count in we have. Let me see. So that's going to give me a 4-bar count in. Okay, so I've moved it. Okay, here we go. Okay, it sounds, yeah. So let's double click on that. We'll see in our MIDI editor, we got 16. So let's quantize that to 16. So let's actually bring them notes open a little bit. And let's see how this sounds for us. Come up with the volume a little bit on that. All right, so sounds pretty good. Let's bring in that rock drum default again. And rock drum default. Let's bring that in again, and let's see if we can add a snare. I like this. That has kind of a ring to it, so we can go down here on our snare. Oh, you know what's going on? Hold up. Let's do this. Bar. Okay. There we go. So we can shake this snare a little bit. Let's take this compressor off. Take its threshold. Ratio. Two to one. Attack. Release. I don't know. Let's just see if we can come up on the volume on that just a little bit. Because I want this to be a full sound. I want it to be really in your face. So let's turn our metronome on. Let's see if we can get a nice little snare in here with that. I don't like that. Control Z, let's get rid of that. Let's bring that back in again. Okay, that might work. That might work. I just want to place those snares in there, just so it's not a redundant boom, ga, boom, ga, boom. You know, it guys get boring. So let's go ahead and let's do these. Let's do this snare on 8 quantity. Let's see, and we're gonna bring that over, get a little more. I can get it. No, I don't want that. That's good enough. Leave well enough alone. See if that can. Okay, so that might work. So we're going to highlight that, Control A. We're going to copy all of that over, start building our, lengthening out our arrangement. Okay, so that's good. Now we need a hi-hat in there. So let me see. Let's go back to that same Rock Drums default VSI. It's hiding, huh? Here we go. Good enough. Just real simple. Okay, so I went and found this deep bass for the Cinematic Synth. Deep bass. So I took off the delay. I left the reverb on, pulled back on the reverb just a little bit. Left the chorus on to give it a little distortion, which is a good thing. So we can hear it in the small speakers. Okay, let me see if I can come up with something on this. Okay, that should transition over. It's pretty cool. Just real simple. Nothing crazy. And so I'm gonna leave that right there. That little piece coming like that. I think that should be fine. Let's see how that comes in. I want that little that little step up piece to come in. Can live with that. We can live with that. So I'm going to bring this over here, and then we take that and copy that over. That should fit in nicely. Make sure we bring that little piece in here. You know what would really be cool is to throw a lot of effects in there to come in on that upbeat. Let me see. That sounds really cool. So let's bring. So let's do this. Let's highlight all of that. We're going to come over here like that, you know, and see how coming in with that effects is going to. They're going to doom, doom. Okay. That could work. But I don't want to come in right there. So let's go ahead and let's do that. Let's grid that going to the 16ths. However, let's bring this over here. And we can bring it in here. And then actually, we can highlight this whole thing now and do. Right? And no mixing. I haven't mixed this yet, so I'm not. I just want to get the idea down. So the idea is pretty cool so far. Put a little delay on that a little more. That bass is solid.